That was Steve Wynn, CEO of Wynn Resorts, telling me the lessons that he's learned by operating across Asia over the last 7 years. And joining us now to talk more about that and share their insights, Ronald Arcouli, Chairman, Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing, and Tan Sri Francis Yeoh, Managing Director of the YTL Corporation. Tan Sri is an honorific title in Malaysia. Gentlemen, great to see you. Thank you so much for being with us and sharing your insights. Are there secrets about operating in Asia? How do you do it? Ron?
No secret.
What about what Steve Wynn said, relationships?
I think in Asia we have the unique advantage of combining the best of the East with the best of the West. And I imagine for Western companies and individuals that function in this region with a great deal of success, I might add, I'm pretty sure that on reflection they would share that view.
Tan Sri, what about that? I mean, it's part of the global conversation. How do you break in to operate in Asia?
I think Asia, there's definitely an economic tectonic shift to Asia. So Asia's turn has come. And what will change Asia being different from the West? I think what changed America was the Industrial Revolution, and America could take it to another level. So what would make Asia take it to another level? I would say internet technology. What America did with the Googles and all of that, Asia will be able to pick it up and take it to a totally different level that I think we cannot even fathom.
So you think innovation is going to be coming out of Asia the way innovation came out of America in some ways?
Absolutely, and they are hungry, they are hardworking, they are very smart, and they're willing to learn very fast. And in this way, in this world of instant information through you and through CNN, we know mistakes are being made by the second, and they learn very fast. So today they are not going to likely to make the same mistakes as our forefathers did. Took a long time to learn their mistakes. They're going to learn very fast and say, we are not going to do that, do something else different.
Well, that's an important point, because today everything happens on a global stage and it happens instantaneously. So you're making moves in business and you will hear it on CNBC.
Well, you hear it 24/7. But I think I like to elaborate perhaps on what Tan Sri has said. I think one thing we need to learn in Asia is to professionalize management, because if you don't have that, you probably won't last more than 2 or 3 generations. And this is something that Asia as a whole needs. Perhaps the best example might be our friends in Japan, where they are global giants in different sectors, different industries, and we're learning fast. But we need to get there to actually keep that leadership position.
But there is a culture in place in Asia. There's a culture in place in China versus other nations in Asia. How do you adapt to that culture as a foreigner coming in, trying to operate?
I think language is an issue, but I think it's not the end all and be all. I think you can actually operate here without the language, because I think if you are a professional and that professionalism is recognized and respected, then you'll be able to get on pretty well. I think initially, if you are shy or if you are cautious, you might want a local partner. But if you look at the last 50 years of Asia, you will see that gradually companies that are successful are able to actually operate on their own without any local partners.
Well, Maria, would Asians do anything different from what we've learned? We were that close to economic Armageddon last year. There's a dearth of quality leadership in the political sphere, in the economic sphere, in the institutional sphere. And I couldn't put it more clearly or comprehensively than Thomas Friedman, that put, what has the world done? The world has mispriced risk. Look at our environment, look at the subprime, has privatized profits and greedy people, and then socialize all these costs to the average taxpayer who can't afford it. Well, Asia learned instantaneously and quickly now not to do the same. rewarding short-termism and myopism ever again, because we were that close economic Armageddon.
Yeah, it's a great point. Has the upset in the financial markets and the Armageddon scenario that you mentioned, has that made things more difficult in terms of operating in Asia by a foreigner?
No, I think Asians are looking for leadership, quality leadership. In our case, I could attract even a guy called Wing Lee from America to join me to run my 4G network. And he's got 9 patents and 21 patents pending. And he's the American Engineer of the Year. He could join and come and live with his wife in Malaysia because he loved the challenge of what we're trying to do to put a 4G network in a single nation, in first time in the world. So there are a lot of people who are looking for leadership, who stands for that. And in this time, we are hiring a lot, not firing a lot.
Ron, what about the different cultures within Asia? Whether it's China versus Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia. Talk to us a little about whether those cultures are very different.
I think at the heart of it, we're all Asians. There's probably a variation on a theme, a combination of history, culture, and perhaps religion to even create a greater complexity. But I think at the end of it, if you look at Asia and you look at the different communities and structure, it really is the preservation of the basic family structure that has guided us for a very, very long time. And likewise, in businesses that are family produced initially, from a garage to a conglomerate to a worldwide powerhouse, you will see that shift within that organization, within that family. I mean, there are families, for instance, that subscribe to the theory that whilst you can have family members in the company, you don't employ any in-laws, daughters-in-law, son-in-laws.
Do you agree with that?
No, I think it depends.
I hope your family's not watching.
I think you cannot discriminate against talent and meritocracy. If they are talented, then they have to go and do no mollycoddling for sure. And if they make the cut, I think you should welcome them, whoever they are, family or not family.
It's about performance.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. We so appreciate it. Great conversation. Coming up on the 8th Asia Business Leaders Awards.